All right, Mama. Let's talk for a second. You've probably been told that giving birth is this magical, natural experience where your body just knows what to do, right? But what if I told you that there's a whole side of birth that no one's preparing you for? And trust me, not knowing this could completely change your experience of labor. The truth? Most moms walk into the delivery room unprepared for what's about to happen, and that can lead to a birth experience that feels overwhelming, scary, or even in some cases traumatic. But that won't be you, my friend, because today I'm going to break down what no one is telling you about giving birth and what you can do right now to make sure that you're fully prepared like a total boss. And stick with me to the end because I'm going to share the number one thing that can turn your birth experience from chaotic to calm. And no, it is not what you think. So let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about why so many first-time moms feel blindsided by labor. Let's start with problem number one. The way birth is shown in movies and TV is completely unrealistic. Let me say that again. Y'all, it's totally unrealistic. Your water breaks in the grocery store, you rush to the hospital, and boom, baby is here in 5 minutes. Not so much. In real labor, it's a process. It can take hours. And if you don't know what to expect, those hours can feel like an eternity. Okay, problem number two. Well, most birth classes, they focus on just the stages of labor, not actually how to manage them. See, it's one thing to know that contractions will get stronger, but it's a whole nother thing to know exactly what to do when they hit so that you're not left panicking or begging for interventions that you didn't even want. And problem number three, no one talks about the mental game of birth. Now, I need you to focus in right here because this is like a real thing. Birth is as much of a mindset game as it is a physical one. So what I mean by that is if you walk into the delivery room scared, uncertain, and just hoping for the best, girl, that's a recipe for feeling out of control for sure. So how do you actually prepare for birth like a boss? That's probably your question right now, right? Well, first up, you need a plan, my friend. And I'm not talking about a rigid birth plan that says no epidural in bold letters and then leaves no room for flexibility. I'm talking about knowing your options, knowing your preferences, and knowing how to advocate for yourself. Okay, now the second thing that you can do to prepare for birth is to practice coping techniques right now. All right, I want you to think about it kind of like this. You wouldn't run a marathon without training first, right? So why would you wait until labor to figure out how to breathe through contractions? Doesn't make sense, does it? No. All right, and the third thing that I want you to do is to get educated from someone who actually teaches how to manage birth, not just tell you what's happening during birth, right? That's exactly why I created Bump to Bundle Blueprint. It's not just a childbirth class. It's a complete step-by-step plan to help you feel 100% prepared, confident, and ready for birth and postpartum. Now, before you go, let me leave you with this. Going with the flow in labor sounds nice, right? Until you realize that the flow isn't exactly taking you where you want to go. So in the next video, I'm breaking down exactly why just going with the flow can actually lead to a traumatic birth experience. So if you want to avoid that and feel in control of your birth experience, just click on the next video right now and trust me, you don't want to miss it.